quiet moment sometime. And as a child growing up, I did not grow up with both parents. And it is just since becoming an adult I began to realize the importance of both parents in an household. And just talking to a friend just now, a very stunning revelation came forth. And I decided that I wanted to share it just now. Oftentimes it is said that women are not submissive to their husbands. But it's not that these women don't want to submit. They were never taught how to submit, because most of these women grow up in a household with single parent. And when one parent is in an household, let us say the mother, and there are no fathers there, that woman is not grown to have that luxury of respect for a man in the household. So I just want to share the very importance of fathers, because fathers are so important, and a lot of fathers don't know their importance, their role. What is it that they need to do? You don't have to be living in a household with that child to be a good father to your child. No, you don't. Being a good father doesn't require you to live in the household. You cannot live in the household but still be a good dad to your children. And as I said, I'm speaking from experience growing up without having my father living in my household, or my father playing the role of a father to me being a child. That caused me to grow up to become a woman that didn't know how to submit. I didn't know how to relax and allow a man to take control of my life, to take the lead. I grew up becoming this boss lady. I grew up becoming this woman who wanted to run things. This woman that wants to lead. This woman that doesn't know how to be led. This woman that don't know the meaning of having a man to take control. And I'm saying this, I paid the high price for it. I paid a price for it. Because my father was not involved in my life. So I didn't know how. I was not taught how to submit. And because I was not taught how to submit as a young girl growing up, I said I paid dearly for it. Right? And today I just want to share it on my platform that fathers are very, very important in a child's life. Not growing up with my dad in my life caused me to, it took me years to settle down. I'm trying to fix my phone here. Sorry, yeah. It took me years to learn how to settle down. It took me years how to learn how to be submissive. Because I wasn't taught. You know that look that a father gives a child? Or those lessons that a father will teach his daughter? Or his son? Mothers cannot play the role of a father. I grew up doing everything for myself. In terms of, as I said, being that boss lady. That woman boss. because that was how I saw things. I saw my mother doing everything and providing for us, playing that double role. So I didn't know how to submit. And when there's an household without a father being in that household, that is why we have a society today with so much trouble in there. Because there's no daddy to teach the boys how to do the right thing, or to even teach their daughters how to respect a man. So I grew up without having that luxury of wanting to respect no man. And I'm going to repeat it again. I paid dearly for it. I lost good relationships because I didn't know how to submit, because I wasn't taught. And I just want to say to our fathers today, you don't need to be in the relationship to be around your child, to spend time with your child, to teach them certain values, certain attitude. There are some things that are it just fits a man. Some jobs that doesn't fit a woman. And I'll give you an example. I remember I went to change my tires on my car. And you know when you change your tires and you are to get your vehicle lined and balanced, normally when you buy your tires, they would say that they balance them, but sometimes it is not done properly because you get that free. And I went ahead and I did everything by myself without including the person that I was with at the time. And let me tell you something what happened to me. I went to the wrong place to line the vehicle and balance it. The vehicle just not do properly, because it's not a woman's job, it's a man's job. I was driving on the highway going to Kingston, the vehicle just not drive good. I went to a second place to have it done. The vehicle still just not drive good. And it was after I went to the person that I was dating to tell him what was going on. He took the vehicle to a shop. He had it lined and balanced, and the vehicle started to drive good. And on my job. And because it's not my job, I just could not get it right. So, as I said, we're living in a society now where people don't value relationships, number one. Number two, our children, we are calling them now millennium babies. And because of how they're grown, they're just taught not how to respect each other and to respect other persons around them. So what I'm basically saying here this evening is that, give me a second please, sorry about that guys. What I'm basically saying here today is this: me a woman and me can't do my job, and me learned that, right? I have learned that. And I want to say to us as women, stop thinking you can do a man job on a phone. And that's why we have a lot of relationships that are breaking up. Women, we've been growing in single family, and we not get taught how to submit. It is through the church that I learned how to submit. It is through the church that I learned that a man is the head of the household. And when a man is not in control, everything is going to go wrong. I learned all of these things through the church. The importance of a man leading, the importance of a woman being submissive. All of these I had to learn through the church. And I must use this opportunity to thank my former pastor, Overseer Murray Salmon, and his wife, Barbara Salmon, for their teachings, the ground foundation that I got from them. That was how I started to know the true meaning of submission. Right? And it is only through submission that you will have good relationships. And it is only through submission you'll be able to grow your children properly and to teach them the right things. I didn't know it. Because I never have nobody to teach me. There was no one to teach me. So I didn't learn it. And today I just want to say to some of us that we have to learn to submit to preserve relationship. Oftentimes we just keep going from one relationship to the other. And it's not because our partner is doing something wrong. It's because us as women have not submitted, so the man feels disrespected. And we might ask ourselves, me not do nothing. Him just a go on up and we not do nothing. Listen, a man will feel disrespected because of the smallest thing you say to them. So again, I'm going to say it. If we do not learn how to submit, we will not have good relationships. You will always have relationship with tug and war. You will always have relationships with quarreling. We have to learn as women how to submit and allow the male, the alpha in your life to become dominant. I'm not telling you that you're to allow to be led into stupidity now, you know. I'm talking about a man who has the right attitudes, right? The man that is going to lead you towards greatness. The man that is going to lead you for your life to change. The man that will lead you to achieving wealth and happiness. If you don't submit, you're not going to go in the place there. So oftentimes we say we can't find no good man. And if I want to find a good man, now we find a good man, but our behavior can't see man figure on. Men love to be respected. Once they don't feel like them get respect, then gone about their business. Once them not feel that like they're important in the sense that you're going to respect them, they're going to go. We must learn to submit and to show respect to your king in your life. We have to learn to do that in order to grow good family and to retain good family structure. Growing up as a child, my grandmother was a very quiet woman. And when I say my grandmother was quiet, I mean she was extremely quiet. As a grandchild, and we wanted to leave the house. We want to come out of the yard. And if we ask your grandmother, he say go ask your grandfather. And they had a beautiful life. That never said my grandfather never bad in used to get trouble. But because my grandmother submitted to him, they had a great relationship. and my mother and her siblings grew up good. And I'm saying this because I don't want my daughter to pay the price that I paid. Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I said I paid the price because I didn't know how to submit. I lost good relationships because I didn't know how to submit. Me just give a heap of talking. Me just go on like a me I boss. At all times me are the boss lady. Because me feel like because I'm me do everything for myself and me young and me are the boss lady. Yes, Rowan, blessings to Bullseye. Yes, man, top boss. Me just feel like say I'm me a boss lady. I'm enough to listen, I'm enough to submit. And when me do nothing and no man say nothing to me, I'm like, are your money? Am my own? And as I said, I've lost good relationships because I didn't know how to submit. The Bible teaches us that a man is the head of the household. And I'm saying to us women today, if you want good lasting relationships, learn how to submit. And I'm saying to fathers today, be father to no picnic. When you're not father to no picnic, that's how the society is going to change. Me and you have a child together and we left. Look for your picnic and be there for them. Woman alone can't grow picnic. They need them papa. Daddy I gotta teach them certain values. Daddy I gotta teach them certain things. If my daddy was there, I would have learned how to submit from a very early age. Me that knows me have to respect man cause me have to go listen when daddy talk. But because daddy never did it, if he talk to me, if he make me learn how to listen and if me listen to man, when me grow up, the man couldn't talk to me. And my money I spend. Me and me own a boss. And me a pull me on a door. Me a work me own a money and do. So you can't tell me what to do with it. You can't tell me how to spend my money. Oh you. Why come tell me how to spend my money? Oh you. You can't come tell me how to spend my money. And all of that happened because I never grew up for respect no man. Because I never have no daddy. For school me. Me never have no daddy to teach me how to respect man. That's when my father taught me. I go say, yes, daddy. No, daddy. And when daddy say, no, go there, so me now go there because daddy talk. So when me grow up, no man can't tell me nothing go nowhere because I don't me talk to. And no man can't tell me how to spend my money. Me do what I want to do with it. And these are some of the values and attitude that we need to get back to. Women first need to be submissive so that we can become wives. So that husbands will be there to help us to grow our children. So that our children will be grown in the correct way. I don't want to be the boss again. Because as I said, I have paid dearly for it. If you want to be the boss woman in the relationship at all times. And not take talk. Pay for that. Be being too dominant, so I became the alpha. So every relationship I went into, I wanted to be that alpha woman, that boss, where it's my way, or you going about your business. And not knowing that I was using that to destroy my own self until I became older. And I entered into the church and began to read the scriptures and analyze the scriptures and to begin to realize that the man is the head. And in order to have a good relationship, I need to submit and allow the man to lead. And since I've begun to do that, I must say my life has changed drastically. People will see me now and say, Tanya, you're glowing. Yes, Tanya is glowing because I've learned submission. And it is only through submission that you will find happiness. Yes, it is only through submission you will find that partner who really wants to settle with you. You could have pretty like money have every good thing in a book. If you don't know if you submit, there's no happiness and you will end up alone. You will end up being by yourself. Yeah. You will end up being by yourself. Woman, me I talk to Uno and me I talk to myself. If you not submit, you go around the bush till you reach all 50 and you say, oh, you can't find a good husband. You look good. You shape good. You have up your good money. You live in a nice house too, but you're sad. Why? Yeah, submit so the man not stay with you. And you say you have everything I go on for you and you can't find no good man. And I find no good man, darling dear. A good man come. But because you want to run things and you want control, a good man gone left you. Yes, him gone left you. Because no care what we want to say, you know. And how we are going like we don't believe in a God, you know. I Bible tell us so. Say a man run things. Man run things. And until we can get to that place, we will begin to realize that trying to be the boss lady in a relationship doesn't work. Our society will not change. Marriages will continue to fail. Mothers will continue to be mothers and fathers. That's 3/4 we put them give you trouble when them becomes adult. And as a woman, I'm saying this without any apology. Some persons will say, Tanya, what you talk about? Woman not show too much strength and go on like them too strong. We must learn to relax. We must learn to give respect. We must learn to give honor. And when we learn to do that, that is how we are going to have a different society. That's the only way you're going to have marriages and stop failing. Even in the church, there are a lot of us that are in the church. We are Jezebel. We want to be ruler. We don't want to give honor to those that are set over us. And I know what I'm talking about. Me telling I already say, me I did one like a ruler. Me no business when nobody want to say. If you not do it, oh, me want to do it, one, me no want you. And I had to go down on my knees and cry out to God and said, God, teach me how to become submissive. I am tired of being by myself. Teach me how. Show me the characteristics of a good wife. And there was one thing that God kept on popping up. Submit. 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 Submit, Tanya. Submit. So I want to repeat it. In order for us as women to have good relationship, it requires to submit to your husband. And sometimes because with us, to our man know all with it done, when we and them break up, then I come back and look for pity them. But men, I'm saying to you today, no make because of our woman in town, you not go back and look for your picnic. Your role is important in that child's life. So until we learn how to submit, most of us will never find our true partner. No, we will not. Because we want to be boss man. Yeah. We don't want to take talk. And we have to learn how to take talk. Yes. Let your partner feel as if he's respected. Don't make your voice be too loud in the house. No. Man no love that either. Don't make him say to you, say, my darling, there's something about your friend that is not sitting well with me. You're going to say, am I a friend? Or you have to come tell me about my friend. No. Men are very observant. And they will use the attitude sometimes of your friend to judge you when you don't know nothing about what your friend are doing. That's another thing, yeah? So if you're submitting to your partner, you're going to learn to trust his judgment. And saying, okay, hon. And while you're trusting in judgment and say, oh, okay, hon, you're going to begin to watch that friend closer to see if you can see a way your partner is attack. And oftentimes, it's a reality, as I said. Your friend now behave themselves and you don't know, but your husband see it, or your person where you're dating see it. Then go places and see them. You understand? It lets them to begin to think that you too are that kind of person when you're not it. But my granny would have said, show me your company and me tell you who you are. But because you're not trusting the judgment of your husband, your partner, you start cuss and make nice. When guess what? They're right. They are correct. So we have a lot of arguments in a relationship caused mostly by us, the women, because of that one word. We not submit. And when you're not submitting, I listen to nothing but your partner say. You just say laba 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 laba, and just want to do things for you one way all the time. And once you start that disrespect, that man is gonna go through the door. All when he love you, more cheat on you, because he want to feel comfortable. So I go where I feel the comfort. Yeah, I'm afraid of you. Afraid for come around you. Now I want to be in your company, now I want to around you. Because you not submit to him. You not listen to him. He can't tell you what to do. So before you know it not, you gone somewhere else. But don't think because you have it all. The pretty smile, the nice face, the glowing skin, the good shape. You drive the nice vehicle. Your bank account is all up there. Don't think that he's gonna stay, baby. Uh-uh. He will walk because he's not feeling that level of respect. So, as I leave you here today, I want to say to us as women, begin to respect your partner. Begin to submit to your partner. Begin to trust your judgment and allow that man in your life to lead so that you will have happiness in your home, so that you'll begin to glow, so that you can begin to do things together to move your life to the next level. Yes. You're not submit to your husband and you go to church. And you want him to come to church with you, and when you're there with me at Jezebel, you can't get him to come. You have to submit. Submit and be that good wife. And then he will begin to follow you into church and to also follow Christ. Gone pan pulpit, I preach. Or you gone to church every Sunday. Or even every Sabbath. But when you're there with me, a devil. You gotta respect your husband. So, I just want to say to you, my people, that as I've learned, because there was no dad in my life at a young age, so my 20s and my 30s were rough. I want to say to someone this afternoon, submit so that that true partner that God brings in your life will want to stay with you, to love you, to honor you as their queen, because you're being a submissive wife, as Queen Esther was submissive to her king, and she gained the crown because she took his heart, and she would get anything that she wanted from King Ahasuerus. King Ahasuerus would put away Esther for months and would be about his business doing whatever he wanted to do. He put away Vashti too, and Vashti disrespect him in front of friend them. That's why Esther get the throne. So it boils back down to what I was saying earlier on. Vashti disrespected King Ahasuerus, and the crown was taken from her head and handed to someone, to Esther. Vashti, the Bible tells you that Vashti was a beautiful woman. She could dance also. She had King Ahasuerus' heart. But because she did not submit and come forth when he called her to dance for him and his friends, she lost her crown. Esther came. She was humble. She submitted. She became his queen. When he would put her away for months, she would just sit in that corner and humble herself. And when she went before him, because of what Haman was doing, because of her humility, she gained the king's heart. She was able to get anything from King Ahasuerus because she submitted to him. So I'm saying to somebody today, you want to lead your man? You want to be in his heart? Begin to submit and be respectful to your partner, and then you will have his heart, and you'll be able to get to that place that you want to be. God bless you all. I hope you get some sense out of our Minister Tona this evening. Have yourself a great evening, and learn how to submit so that we can begin to change the future of our children. Love you all.